today at Auto Bavaria Jalan Tun Razak. Just to let you know,
Good evening, everyone.
If you are interested, you can book and test drive a car with the lovely sales assistants downstairs.
Yep, and as you guys know, today there's going to be a viewing party for the big match that's happening. It's a top 4 clash between Arsenal and Man United. Later on as well, I was going to say later on the show, but later on the event as well, we're going to have a surprise guest, right? A Premier League legend is coming on board to say hi to you guys. So try to think up of some questions that you might have. I know you don't know who the person is yet or which team they're from, but some generic Premier League questions that you have.
Okay, it's obviously Arsenal, Manchester United. Can I get some noise from the Arsenal fans here? Arsenal fans, you're disappointing me. I'm a Spurs supporter, we scream louder than that. Arsenal fans, make some noise. Okay, I know you got tough opponents today. They're not having the greatest of seasons. However, they are the Red Devils. Manchester United fans, make some noise.
Loud and proud.
I know.
Yeah, despite the season that they're having. Very good, guys. I mean, proves that you guys are loyal supporters with the club to the end.
Exactly. By the way, thank you to the official fan clubs for joining us here today. Great to have you on board. I'm hoping the match is an entertaining one. I'm hoping it's a draw and Spurs win later. We get 4th spot. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting some head shaking there. Sorry. Okay, continue.
I mean, Spurs has had their share of ups and downs this season as well, right, Adam? So yeah, but I feel like you guys are in the driver's seat for the top 4.
For now,
yeah.
May 12th, North London Derby. I'll be there. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, Reem is a Liverpool supporter, so she's happy about life in general. We can't all be Liverpool, all right?
Not at the moment, no.
Not
we're on a momentum, so it's good. And I think our next guest that's coming up here as well is a huge Liverpool fan, isn't he?
He is. He is a massive Liverpool fan. I've been told he was even recently at a game about 3 weeks ago when Liverpool took on Watford. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Ewan Smith, Astro Group COO and CEO of TV, and one huge Liverpool fan.
One huge fan.
Afternoon,
everybody.
That's a really long title you have.
Yeah, I know.
How was the game though, Ewan, when you were there? Were you at Anfield?
I was at Anfield.
Right.
I took my brother and his son and my son, so the 4 of us went together. I have to say, after 2 years of not being there, because of the lockdown, to go back was fantastic. To actually have a pie, and actually be in the stadium was just fantastic. I mean, the Liverpool fans and the crowd's just an awesome experience every time you go, right? Game itself, a bit boring, bit of a routine 2-0 win. But it was good. It was good. It was just nice. It was just nice to actually be back in a crowd.
That's true. You know what? I think we can all take a seat. If you don't want to stand, we can just sit down and have a little conversation, have a little chat. 2022, it's shaping up so far to be an incredibly exciting year for sports. I mean, not just what's going to be happening, but we all know the title race, the top 4 race, the relegation battle in the Premier League, and then it restarts again later this year. Formula 1 Imola, the sprint race tonight. Lewis Hamilton doing terribly. I mean, there's so much content for sports on Astro right now.
There is, absolutely. He said that on purpose, by the way. That whole Lewis Hamilton piece was just a dig at me because I still haven't quite got over the last race of last season when some Dutch guy stole it from the Brit.
Some Dutch
guy. I feel still very sorry for Lewis. And this season, obviously, my boy, actually, my son is a massive Formula 1 fan, and this porpoising problem that they have seems to be struggling with it. But I think you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, the season is shaping up to be fantastic for a number of reasons. We've got a great sports year ahead of us, and this whole concept that we're driving at the moment, there's more sports, more thrills, more drama. It's just reminding our customers and prospects that Astro is the home of sport, right? Astro is the place to be if you want to see all these fantastic sports that we have on the platform.
I sometimes think there's too many sports going on. I'll let you in on a little secret. Every night this week, I've been trying to watch 2 matches simultaneously. So I get Astro Go on my tab, sometimes on my phone or even on my PC, and then on the big screen is the other match. And I'm trying to listen to 2 commentaries at the same time. I'm watching Burnley play Southampton and Barcelona in a game.
Don't you do the interactive?
I try to, but there's so many things happening that it's hard to keep track of.
The way I do it is you're on Go.
Okay.
You have the interactive mode here, and you click on it and you have matches.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you're watching the game, but if something happens and a goal gets scored, you just press to the other match and it just brings it up straight away, and then you're back at the match, and then you just go to where the goal is.
Why did nobody tell me about this?
Why does nobody know that?
That's a really good tip. I've never done that. I didn't know that was even...
You can have 5 matches in a row, all at the same time, all
amazing.
simultaneous, and you just flick between them.
We need this out, Astro. We need this information out there. But yeah, it speaks to the volume of sports that we have right now, and really exciting times.
It does, absolutely. So look, let's talk about this year, shall we? Last year, obviously, we had this fantastic year last year. We had, obviously, the Euros, which is a real big tentpole. Really good event for us. We got a lot of people, a lot of customers actually watching the badminton last year. But to go back to the more sports, more drama, more thrills message. So this season we've already had the Beijing Winter Olympics, which was great for us. Got a lot of good viewing, a lot of good traction there. We're about to come through with the Hanoi SEA Games. Then there's the Hangzhou later this year. And of course, everyone in the room is going to be watching the World Cup, right? All you guys are going to watch the World Cup starting in November. We are the broadcaster, so that's what's going to happen there. So
is it coming home though, Ewan? That's the most important question. Finally, is it coming home?
I'll tell you what will happen. England will lose in the semi-final on penalties to Germany, because that's how every... that's how it always goes.
That's true. I agree.
That is how it always goes. But no, I mean, you know, I've talked about the tentpoles there, but you know, the reality for this season is, if I look at all the EPL that we're playing out, if I look at NBA, if I look at MotoGP, if I look at, as Adam said about the F1, the badminton that we've got, the tennis that we've got, you know, you can do the extra stuff and get WWE and the golf and etc. Yeah, I think Adam's right. You could actually spend your entire weekend and every night of the week just watching sport.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. My wife is waking up for work as I'm finishing watching sport. That's not a joke. That's the God's honest truth. Every day this week.
I had jet lag when I got back. I came back from the UK a few days ago. I was there for Easter. I came back, and obviously I've got the jet lag sort of thing. I went right the way from the first night, right the way till 5 a.m, watching every sport, and finishing off course with the Liverpool-Man United game. I don't know if any Man United fans caught that game, but it was quite a good match.
Silence.
But at 5 a.m, and then I said, I went to bed. So
yeah.
there we go.
Well, it'll be back Champions League next week, so I'm sure more late nights and turning up late to the office.
Absolutely.
I hope not.
Well,
I hope not.
Absolutely. Although, as the guys at Astro know, we are still operating a work from home, go to the office sort of thing. So you can work from home in the morning in your pajamas if you've been up the late night, the previous night.
After Liverpool play,
that's how it works. Yeah. That's how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. So lots to look forward to for this year, but projecting for a couple of years. I think you have a special announcement first, don't you?
Sorry?
I think you have something special to announce, not just for this year, but for the next couple of years.
Yeah. Actually, this is the point where we should do a drum roll.
Yeah, we should.
We should do some kind of drum roll.
Do we have like dramatic music to do this announcement?
The only reason that really we're all up here on stage today is to make the announcement that we have successfully extended our exclusive relationship with the Premier League.
Yes.
And we will be showing exclusively on Astro as the Malaysia broadcaster for the Premier League coverage for the next 3 years, right the way through to 2025.
Round of applause.
On
3 years until 2025.
All the way through the next 3 seasons. So we're in the last season of the current deal, and then we're going to go through 3 seasons after that. And it's not obviously just about the matches. It's about all the things that we do around the matches. So this man does some really good stuff on podcasting and on the shoulders of the games, on the pre-match and on the post-match. We've got prizes, we've got competitions, we've got Astro people only can get extra like tickets and special viewing events and come and see the stars of the game and that sort of thing. So we've got a whole series of brilliant things lined up, not just the 380 matches in sparkling HD. Yeah. Every season, with 20% of them that are going to be in 4K. So it's going to be fantastic for us. Yeah, it's a whole extension of what we do. We love working with the Premier League. Fantastic group to work with. Yeah, and doing this deal just cements Astro as the home of sports for Malaysia.
100%.
It is the most popular league in the world for a reason. It does offer the best thrills. And it's a longer deal than Salah's contract. That's what Reem was saying to me beforehand. So Salah could be gone by 2025. Jurgen Klopp could be gone by 2025. And Reem and Ewan will be a bit sadder for that.
I think you'll find we already replaced Salah. There's this young kid called Diaz.
Oh, so you're for Salah leaving the club?
I think, I think it's great. You look at the succession planning that goes on. It's not just Liverpool, but I think City get it right as well. The succession planning that goes on. You know, so Andy Robertson is obviously our number one. Yeah, but Tsimikas, you can see that they're just giving him minutes, giving him game time, just bringing him on, bringing him on. I think that's a fantastic way to go about doing it. I do worry, like you've just said, is what happens if Jurgen leaves. Because there's something about the way that Jurgen connects clubs, fans, players together, and the city, when you go there, that is special. And some coaches get that right, and they're more than just the coach on the pitch. They actually bring the whole city and the whole tribe together. And some managers never get there. And Jurgen's one that, you know, Brendan Rodgers, in my world, Brendan Rodgers tried it for years and years and years and never quite got there. Jurgen seems to have been able to do it from day one, which is just extraordinary, considering he lost the first 3 finals that we were in.
I know, and I think there's a group of fans here who know what it's like to replace an iconic manager for their club, i.e. Sir Alex Ferguson, to where we are right now. But I tell you what, instead of us just talking about the new deal, the next 3 years of the Premier League on Astro, how about we roll a little commercial we prepared?
Welcome back to Premier League. Welcome to the party. It's Gable again. This is sensational. World class. Oh, beautiful football. Would you believe it? How big a moment could that be? That's what I wanted to see here. That's what he was wanting to see here. Look at that in slow motion. Beautiful! Explosive! Oh, what a goal! Life does not get a whole lot better than that. A complete extraordinary football match. Crazy! What did that not have? He is loving life in the Premier League! So much drama, as always in the Premier League. Let us enjoy.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Renewed for 3 more seasons until 2025. Now, Ewan, I have to ask you a really tough question right now. Securing these rights, they do not come cheap. I mean, you know, football's the most watched sport in the world, and of course the Premier League, along with that, you know, it's got its huge fan base, therefore, you know, prices keep going up. And also with the fact that piracy, it's a big issue. It's a big issue in Malaysia as well. How then does Astro balance that out?
So you're right, these rights don't come cheap, right? We think they're extremely good value. And Agnes and Nick, who are in the audience here, do a fantastic job of working with the Premier League to get these rights. You know, about 1/3 of all the money we spend on content goes on live sports. It's a seriously big number. And then on top of that, you know, look at the things we did last year. So last year we launched the whole 4K HDR and Dolby Atmos, right? It doesn't come cheap. It costs a lot of money, and my tech teams have to do a lot of work to make that happen. If you look at our new plug-and-play box as the other example, right? So I don't know how many people know the plug-and-play box, but the plug-and-play box effectively is a broadband box. So you don't need building that and creating that and making it happen so the same box can work over satellite or over internet. People are loving it, by the way, but it costs money. And all these things together, at the end of the day, we produce this fantastic service. We think it's got real good value, yeah? And then what happens is there are pirates out there who are just trying to steal this stuff. And I don't know why, but there seems to be, you know, let's take an example. If I'm a guy running a Mamac or, you know, running one of our commercial establishments, yeah, is it okay that some customer walks in, yeah, takes their tea, takes their roti canai, yeah, sits down, eats it, and just leaves without paying? Is that okay? No, we'd all say that was really bad. So why is it okay that someone does that with streaming video that costs a lot of money? Is
I think because there's no tangible aspect to it, isn't it? That people get away with it, or they think that it's okay.
I think maybe that's it. I think maybe that's it. You know, there's billions of revenue generated by this industry, right? This is not an Astro issue, yeah? There's a whole ecosystem of people who produce content, you know, who work in creative, yeah, who benefit from the sponsorships that we provide and that sort of thing. Huge amount of money goes into this. And piracy effectively is just destroying that industry, just taking away money from people who are trying to generate and build great content. Astro's one player, one partner, but there's so many out there. And the other thing which I think people forget about is these pirates don't pay tax, right? Astro generates a huge amount of tax for Malaysia, which goes back into the Malaysian economy, yeah, to do all great things. Pirates don't pay any of that. In fact, most of them aren't even in the country. Most of them are broadcasting from other parts around, and they're pushing content into the country. Simply wrong. I mean, you know, when you stand back and look at it, it's just, why would this be okay? Why is this okay? So I'm super pleased at the positive progress that's being made over the course of like the last 6-9 months about legislation changes and about people just starting to think harder and it getting more and more different. UK. About people starting to think more about, well, actually this is theft. And actually we are going to raise the bar, and there's going to be fines, and there's going to be prison, etc., for people that are found to be stealing, because stealing is wrong, guys, just wrong.
Can I also just chip in there, because we talked about how I can enjoy all the goals and watching multiple matches. Watching it when it's the actual legal way of doing so, i.e. on Astro, is also a much more enjoyable experience for the consumer, the customer, surely, as opposed to trying to hack this or whatever the pirate system way works.
Well, look, the pirates build networks as cheaply as they possibly can. Quality, where they're getting the feeds from, usually poor, yeah. Obviously, there's a huge amount of anti-piracy activity that gets done by ourselves and our partners, so chances of you getting interrupted, taken down, pretty high. You don't get a 4K HDR, Dolby Atmos experience. You get a pretty second-hand, second-rate experience. You don't get all the pre-match, the post-match. It just, the whole experience, I think, is less, just as a result of that, you know. And I spend a lot of time working out with my tech team how to battle, and we've got a whole regulatory machine which is working with the regulators in wider Malaysia to drive the message through that not only it's a rubbish experience, but it's just plain illegal. These boxes and these ISDs that you'll find popping up in stores, and you'll see them online on shopping, the social media, on shopping sites. You know, it's just illegal, guys. Don't do it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
And just want to expand and just say quickly, beyond just sports, there's so much more to enjoy with the plug-and-play box. For example, the Batman, the new Robert Pattinson Batman, I was watching that. And
yes.
Of course now there's TV shows, same day as US, available in the plug-and-play box, and you don't have to worry about rain. I mean, there's a whole host of content available. I was there for the launch, and I'm still blown away by what this can do.
I love the Ultrabox and its baby sister, the Ultibox, which we again launched last year. I just love it because there's nothing. When people used to say, they used to go through the EPG, the program guide, and they used to say there's nothing to watch. Well, you know, you've got hundreds of thousands of hours to watch. It's impossible to not be able to find something. You go, oh, that's new, that's different, yeah. Now I tend towards live sports and the highlights thing. That's just how I am, yeah. But equally, you know, I was with you, and I was blown away to see June, yeah, a short while ago. Only a few weeks after it came out in cinemas, 4 or 5 weeks after cinemas, June's on the box, and it just go, this is excellent because you can see it, and the search is easy, and the recommendations are easy, and as you say, no rain fade. Because if you've got an internet connection, the internet connection doesn't need a dish, so it doesn't matter if there are clouds and there's a heavy thunderstorm going on, you can still just watch.
Nice and easy.
And I think the great thing about this partnership between Astro and the Premier League as well, and of course having broadcasting rights with other, across the different sports as well, is the fact that I think Astro tries to give back to the customers as well through experiences. Like you said, it is the whole experience about 4K and ultrasound, Dolby and all that as well. But there's also that aspect where we try to draw in the fans and give them like prizes and once in a lifetime experiences as well. So maybe you could elaborate on that
100%. So we're regularly trying to do things that reward people for being part of the Astro Club. So I'm thinking about events that we do, which are kind of like private viewing events, that sort of thing, about having the players and meeting some great sports people. Yeah, I'm thinking about all those kind of things that we do. And we also try and reward people in different ways. So I don't know if you know, but if you get into the packs and the sports packs, if we get into the actual sports pack, the sports pack today, you can buy it today if you've not got it already, $89.99 for your sports pack, and you get entered into a draw, and between now and the end of May, anybody that gets entered into that draw gets the chance to win a Yamaha sports bike. There's one of 3 available, and anyone that's in the sports pack, that's on you.
It's amazing.
And we will have stuff to give away later, by the way, at halftime, a lucky draw. Will you stay on and help us give away something? A few things?
I love giving things away.
Excellent. And can I win something as well? Am I allowed to?
That I cannot promise because you're a Spurs fan, remember?
That is true. You know what? Please go down. Please go down. Ladies and gentlemen, Ewan Smith, he'll be back up later. Thank you so much for joining us for the Q&A.
Thank you, Ewan.
Etc. We did promise you a chance to speak to somebody. He's going to be at the match tonight. He'll be there covering the game for us on Astro Supersport. He's an Arsenal Invincible. He's a German legend. The one and only, and I play as a goalkeeper, so this always makes me excited. Jens Lehmann, I believe who's actually he might actually be at the Emirates, or he should be at the Emirates right now. There he is with Michelle Lee.
Hello, hi.
Guys,
can you guys hear and see us? Hello.
I hope you can hear us right now. Very quickly, what's going to happen today, Jens, for the match?
My heart goes a little bit more fast, obviously. So I would love to see them playing in the Champions League next season.
It is all about the Champions League. It is all about the Champions League.
Do
you have a question?
Champions League. There you go. I'm sorry, but we can't. I totally missed out what Jens did say in the beginning there. But what can we expect from this game today? Are you going for an Arsenal win because of the momentum that they've had from midweek?
I hope so. Yes, it was a surprise win, I have to say, but after 3 defeats in a row, I think Arsenal is always capable to come up with a good result. And today, it's the old clash against Manchester United, which should be won because there are 60,000 people in the stadium and they want to see Arsenal performing really well and being entertaining and winning over them. Okay,
one final question. We have Arsenal fans here. What about the project which Mikel Arteta is building right now? Are you a firm believer in it? Is the future bright for Arsenal?
Well, I've been too many years around in football, and every time I've heard about we have a promising young team, it never actually folded out like planned. And so it's a project, but you know, as an Arsenal supporter, and there are many of them here, you want to see them performing now and winning something very soon. It's not about youth, it's about performing for Arsenal and getting things done.
Right, I think we're just about, I think we're just about wanting to get ready for the match as well. We're actually waiting on Gilberto Silva to arrive. They're going to have a really, really great build-up to the match. I'm going to ask one question later on the show, which I have to be able to reveal to me, would be, what is the flavor of pizza at Pizza Game? That's what I want to know. So if you guys want to find out, you're going to have to tune into the build-up show as well. But great seeing you guys there as well, Adam, Reem.
Thank you very much there, guys. Enjoy the game. Jens, do you mind just smiling for 2 minutes on camera where you want to get up?
Ewan, back up on stage, please.
For a quick picture with you. And, of course, with the announcement of the Premier League deal after 3 years. Okay, we'll have to make it quick because Jens has to do the match. All right, we're going to all smile together, all photographers. Sorry about this, it's a little bit rushed. Okay, we'll smile for 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Good? All right. picture, Jens. We're doing one more. Okay. Sorry, guys. Jens Lehmann, thank you very much. We'll see you on the show later on. Enjoy the game. Best of luck to your side as well. Ewan, sorry to rush you up there. Thank you very much for coming. And, of course, to the photographers as well. We're going to bring stools here. And I think it's time for Ashrin to pass the stage to somebody else.
Yes, we're going to pass the mic now to a fellow colleague of ours. And you might have watched his show on Astro Arena 2. Oh, I think I just heard that we're going to do a Q&A with the media first.
Yeah, we're going to swap things around. Ahmed, you can chill first. Do we have any questions for Ewan, perchance? We do have a microphone available. Sorry to bring you back and forth like that.
Absolutely fine.
Be in the center, Ewan.
Any questions? Do we have one there, sir? Hi. If you could tell us where you're from and your name as well, please.
My name is Bazli.
Hi, Muzzy.
From Astro Arena, Malaysia.
Good to meet you.
We got lots of events around the world. We got entertainment. We got Justin Bieber coming up to Malaysia. But then why we focus more on sports? How important sports for Astro customers?
So I think I said in my conversation with Adam here, live sports accounts for about 1/3 of the content that we buy. Yep, which means that 2/3 is on fiction and non-fiction programming. So the way that Astro thinks about content is that we want to be a broad church. Yeah. So our premise is we want to be able to offer a Malay local content type machine with some great dramas. Yeah. We want to offer documentaries. We want to offer sports. And we want to ally that to the best of the international content, so streaming partners like Netflix and like Disney Plus Hotstar. I should mention that Disney Plus Hotstar, the app, is going to be on the Ultrabox on the 28th of April. So it's just one, we already have a good relationship with Disney Plus Hotstar. They are with us in the streaming world, but we're actually bringing it to the Ultrabox 28th of April, a little bit later than we wanted to. But it's going to happen, and then as we've said before in previous press releases, we're going to bring much more of the other streaming apps onto the platform the rest of this year. So that's the kind of thing we're trying to do, is we don't want to be a one-horse play. We are absolutely dedicated and behind, and we are the home of sports. But we're an aggregation machine. And aggregation means we're going to aggregate all the best of the rest, the Netflix, the iQIYI, the TV Be Anywhere, the HBOs, yeah? We're going to put all those guys together with our own content to make a compelling offer for customers, and 4 or 5, 6 packages so that customers can pick and choose what they actually want to do. We're here today to talk about sports, primarily in the sports pack, because all the Man United and the Arsenal fans are here to watch the match after. But, you know, the next time you see me, I'll be probably talking about movies or talking about the Platinum Pack or that kind of thing. So that's what we're trying to do, is bring something for everyone. Astro's all about, I think it's all about big screen viewing. It's all about whole family. It's all about those special moments in life. And that's what we're trying to provide.
And that's why I watched the Batman.
That's why I watched the Batman.
Sweet. Not just the sports.
I haven't seen the Batman yet. I'm told it's quite dark.
Oh, it is quite long as well, so be prepared. Almost 3 hours.
Right, okay.
Keep a few hours free. Do we have any more questions? Thank you very much for that, by the way. Do we have one here? Yes. I can't quite see.
Again, my name
Hello,
is
me again.
From Astro Arena, Malaysia. Okay. Sport Pack.
Yeah.
Become one of the main brands in Astro. Some of us still didn't know the price for sports packs.
Right.
And what we're going to offer, I saw a lot of sporting events coming up. F1, MotoGP, EPL.
Yeah.
And the importance of sports packs.
So again, super important to us. Yeah. Super important to us. A third of what we spend, effectively. Yeah. Large part of what Astro does. So the sports pack, it's $89.99. Yeah. If you wait a week or so, there'll be a £5 discount to that, because we're trying to drive the sports. We're trying to drive this whole concept of there is a fabulous year ahead, more sports, more drama, more thrills. And we can now talk about the EPL. So the EPL extends beyond the end of this season. It extends into next season. So people taking 12, 24-month contracts, people choosing those contracts. We're just showing that there's a very long runway, including the World Cup, of reasons for you to keep playing with us and keep being on the platform. That's what we're trying to do. So sport's hugely important, but not the only thing that's in our game. Yeah, we're not a single sport play. We're not like a Spot TV or somebody like that focuses on sports, or DAZN that focuses on sports. We're a broad church, and I think that matters. I think that matters because then you've got something for the whole family, and then you've got quite a diverse offer that you can engage. I mean, there's a reason why 75% of Malaysia has some kind of arrangement with us, right? It's because we offer something for everybody.
Can I just say, the price point, how expensive it would be elsewhere in the world to have not just football, but all the different tournaments, all the different leagues, all the different countries. We're also talking about Formula 1, UFC,
it's all premium,
tennis,
isn't it?
badminton.
Premium content.
It's unbelievable, and I don't think people realize this enough, to have everything in one place, because it is very, very rare, let alone to have all the Premier League matches in one location.
I think before you even talk about going out to the rest of the world, so I've been there, yep. I've been the rest of the world. I've been in Australia, for example, I've been in Germany, and I've been in the UK. But before we even go there, even if you focus down on Malaysia, so what Astro's now about is a service that is TV and increasingly about broadband as well. So we have this fantastic fibre service that we've just launched. Now, let me give you an example. If as a customer I was buying, let's say I wanted to buy Netflix and I wanted to buy the sports pack and I wanted to buy our other packs, and I wanted to add a standalone fibre service to it from somebody else, yeah? All of that is available from Astro as a bundle with the premium 2-pack, all of it, including Netflix standard, including the sports, for at least 29 ringgit less than you can buy it all separately. So the first message, I think, is that this bundle idea, the concept of Astro bundling together and adding really compelling broadband service, the new fibre service that we've just launched, it's got some great price points, yeah? You can get everything from 50 meg through 800 meg. I won't tell you all the price points and everything, but go on astro.com.my and you'll see it all there. It really does, we're trying to add, well, not trying to add, in my opinion, the opinion of the team, is we're adding more value to Malaysians. So we're adding more value, we're finding ways to help them bundle everything together with us, single bill, everything on one EPG, everything's super simple, everything connects together, all in one place, at a better price than you can get it elsewhere in the market. So, second part of your question, the amount of customers are spending with us every month, on average, is less than half of what you would be paying for the same service in Australia.
Someone worked out that in the UK, to watch all the Premier League games, to have all 380 games, I think it will cost you around £3,000 a year.
Absolutely.
£3,000 a year.
And the reason for that is because we have all the Premier League games here and we bundle it into our sports pack. In the UK, the Premier League gets shared between Sky and BT, British Telecom, and Amazon. So you have to have 3 subscriptions to get everything, which is just crazy. Which is why we push super hard to have exclusive things and everything with us, because then it's simple.
It's what?
And less expensive.
15, 18,000 ringgit per year if you want to enjoy the Premier League in the UK? Something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. The price is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
People, I don't really appreciate that.
15 to 18,000. Yeah, it's the right number.
Before we kick on, do we have any more questions from the floor? Yes, sir. Last question from the Liverpool jersey.
I am Greg.
Hello, my friend. You and me, mate.
I'm from 22.
I'm already liking this question.
I'm just asking about Maxis shows. You can watch football via Maxis. What's the uptake on that? And are you happy with it?
Sorry, I can't quite hear the question, my friend. Can you? Yeah, thank you.
Maxis, you can watch some of the football matches on Maxis as a package or something like that, right? So how's the uptake from that?
Sorry, Maxis as a package.
To watch football.
Sorry, was your question what is the uptake from the Maxis preview of the Premier League?
Premier League, yeah. They show games there.
I'm not sure that I understand the question. Can we take it offline? Yeah, I'll come and see you. I'll come and see you because I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at. Yeah, I'll take it offline.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I think we're done with the questions for now. Okay, we have last one, sir.
Oh, you guys love your questions.
Yes.
This is not my question, but our friend's question. Hi, bro. Man U set to have a clash with Liverpool in Thailand on 12th of July. Is there any plan from Astro to bring any APL team to play Bukit Jalil instead?
Nick, Agnes.
Wow, something for Nick to answer.
Okay, Nicholas John, you have titles. What is it today?
Head of Sports, Nicholas John.
This is our new head of sports. The fantastic, the effervescent Nicholas John, everybody.
That's why Basley is our head of news. He asked all the really, really tough questions. He probably knows the answer to this, but we haven't discussed yet. Obviously, if there's an opportunity for us to bring the clubs down, we have. In the past, economically, it doesn't work in the Malaysian market. It's so expensive to bring these clubs down. But if there's an opportunity, why not? Because they're going to be in Thailand, Singapore, Australia, maybe.
Thank you very much, Head of Sport. Nicholas John, he's free for questions later on. In fact, he'll be coming up on the stage in just a moment. On that note, Ewan, once again, I think for the third time today, thank you for joining us here
You're more than
on
welcome.
the stage.
Thank you, guys. Awesome job as ever.
He will be back again later.
We will. Are we giving away some prizes, Mel? This is very exciting, isn't it? Okay, what jerseys do we have to give out?
I have a Newcastle jersey here to give away.
Okay.
These aren't that easy to find, by the way, because of the brand. I'm sure in the not too distant future, it will be much easier to get. But if you want a Newcastle jersey, tell me who is top of the Premier League table as of right now. Which club? Okay, I see a yellow Arsenal jersey. The yellow one behind you. Yellow one. The away one. The banana one. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Herman.
Okay, can you just tell me, it's such an easy question. Who is currently top of the Premier League table?
Man City.
Okay, I'm not wearing my mask, so I'm going to throw this to you. But congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay, guys, I have a Brighton jersey to give out. So it's a Brighton-related question, but I think you guys can answer this. Okay, recently Brighton beat 2 London clubs back-to-back. Slightly harder than Adam's question.
Away from home as well.
Away from home as well. So who can answer this question?
Someone there.
Yeah, that guy in the plaid shirt.
You want to give it?
No, you can go ahead.
I'm sure they'll prefer it if you did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
that's for sure.
No worries. Okay, sir, can we hear your answer, please? Who
Arsenal
are the...
and Tottenham.
Yes, absolutely correct. Sorry, Arsenal fans, I had to do that to you, but here you go. Okay, sorry. I can't be a baseball player, obviously, with that throw. But over to you, Adam.
Next one, Leicester City. Question off the top of my head. The goalkeeper for Leicester City, who is his father? Yes, I saw your hand come up. Who is his father? The one and only, recently added to the Premier League Hall of Fame this very week, Peter Schmeichel. Congratulations. I'm not wearing my mask, so I'm going to throw this to you, okay? All right, there we go. Congratulations.
Woo. Okay, guys, Aston Villa jersey. Very easy question. Who is the manager for Aston Villa?
Yeah, of course.
I want to pick a United supporter for this.
Okay.
Yep. That guy over there, just the one in of you. Okay, we'll give it to him.
Steven Gerrard.
Yes, Steven Gerrard. Thank you.
Excellent. You got it? Perfect. Congratulations. Okay, this one is a bit of a trick question, but I have a Norwich City jersey to give away. Who can tell me with absolute conviction that Spurs will finish in 4th place this season? Who can say that to me against this jersey? Wow, you're all so quiet now. No one wants to say it. Will nobody be a Spurs supporter with me? No.
I believe that Spurs can finish 4th.
You can have the jersey. There you go. Okay.
We'll ask an easier question.
Okay, an easier question. The top scorer for Norwich so far this season. Okay, I think I saw orange shirt at the back. hand came up first.
Sorry, the name is Puki, right?
Yeah, we'll just go with his first name, Timu. Timu is the answer. I've spoken to him, very nice guy. Can you pass this to your friend? Sorry. Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this jersey from where you are, but basically it's a Brentford jersey. Can you guys name the nickname of this club? Do you know, like, United is the Red Devils and Arsenal are the Gunners. What do you call Brentford? Does anybody know? If you can see the jersey, you can see the logo from here. So, okay, there's a guy there who put his hand up. Yes, you?
The Bees. The Bees.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Bees. Congratulations. Can I throw it to you?
Shall I make this one an easy question? Okay. Just now, Reem asked who the Aston Villa manager is. There's a saying that they could never play together in the middle of the park for England. He's now managing at Everton. We had Steven Gerrard. Who is the manager of the Toffees? Okay. Arsenal hand came up first.
Hi, Frank Lampard.
Yeah, Frank Lampard. I still think it's a strange decision to put him there, but we'll see. They're 1 point off. Ready? Okay, there you go, buddy.
Okay, guys, the final jersey that we're going to give out, unfortunately for this team, they are in the relegation battle right now. My question is not really a question, but I guess it's similar to what Adam asked earlier. Which team do you think will survive relegation? Would it be Burnley or Everton? It's it's completely, there's no right or wrong answer. I just want an opinion. Because as a Liverpool fan, it would be sad not to have a Merseyside derby next year.
There's a hand there. Reem to the right, the far right. His hand came up first.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that one.
Everton.
Everton to survive.
Yes.
Yes?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Fair
an
enough.
easy enough question. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The prize is yours. Okay, we have plenty more things to give away later on. I believe we even have some signed jerseys. Half time for that. Let's pass it over to our friend and colleague, Reem.
Yes, our friendly colleague from Astro Arena too. You might have seen him on JK. He also does our coverage on WWE and NBA. I don't know, what sport does he not know or talk about, right? Ahmed, he's also on PC, talks about football. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ahmed up on stage.
If you stand, well, the Ahmed is cooking. Here you go, buddy. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Adam and Reem. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Adam and Reem. Personally, I would like to say thank you to Yuan for the nice Hari Raya Aidilfitri surprise, 3 more years of EPL on Astro. So, do you know what that means, Manchester United fans? Beginning next year and for the next 3 seasons, we're going to see Erik ten Hag lift the Premier League trophy on Astro. So Arsenal fans, you can have the FA Cup, Liverpool, the Champions League, it's all yours. We want the Premier League. Okay, so sports to me is about telling stories through athletes, through moments. And we have the best place to do that. And of course, one of our top storytellers, you've seen him before, he spoke a little bit. Allow me to introduce Nicholas John, our head of sports, the glue of our Astro Sports family. This is the first time I've seen him in the past 2 months. He's been very busy.
Are you trying to say I'm not working hard enough?
You're working too hard for us.
I just want to say that was the most biased intro ever by a host.
That's the best intro ever, right? Yes. Nick, we have a couple of surprises today.
We have 2 more guests, 1 more on the way.
Yeah, can I introduce them?
You introduce them.
The first one is the first ever heritage football player to don the Harimau Malaya jersey. He's a living, walking, breathing inspiration. Selangor FC captain and Harimau Malaysia's midfield maestro, Brandon Gunn. Brandon, welcome. Yep, up to you. The next guest, she's a mixed doubles expert, Olympic silver medalist in Rio 2016. She's been known around the globe as the goddess of badminton, and I'm sure everyone loves her. Please welcome Goh Liu Ying to the stage. might have one more on the way, so hang on to your seats. Brendan, Liu Ying, how are you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a busy year for sports, so are you guys excited yourself as athletes? We're gonna have the SEA Games, Commonwealth, Asian Games, the World Cup coming up.
Yeah, many things are coming up, and for myself, I love watching sports, and you know, it's great news that EPL is still on Astro. Myself, I'm a West Ham supporter, so I'm not here for the Arsenal or Manchester United, but yeah, it's exciting either way.
Yeah. Liu Ying is still actively playing with
new partner
Ong Yu Sin. Yes, she partnered Chan Peng Chun before, so it's a new chapter for you, Liu Ying.
I think it's a new chapter because quite a new, different feeling lah. Because Yusin was my junior, now he is my partner. Totally different on court.
Yeah, but we're very happy to see you still playing. Nick, of course, we've watched them through our screens on Astro, through the Harimau Malaysia matches that we bring on Astro, to the multi-games, and of course the badminton tours. It's going to be a stupendous year for sports. How do we fit it all in?
Just wanted to add something. I think we were talking a lot about rivalry, right? The best part about Malaysians, supporting Malaysians, is we may disagree. Man United, Liverpool, I hate Chelsea, I hate. But when it comes to these guys playing for the national team, playing in the Olympics, we all come together, right? So to answer your question, thank God we're not in charge of the calendar. We started this year with STL, January to March. All England then happened. In next week, I think we've got Thomas Cup. SEA Games starting after that. June, I'm not sure if Brendan will be back with the national team. We've got the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. We've got the AFC Cup, AFC Champions League going on now. Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, and obviously FIFA World Cup at the end. There's another big competition at the end. We won't mention it, but because it's still up in the air. But this is not counting the Formula 1s of this world, the EPLs of this world, and that's still running throughout the whole year.
Astro Sports and surprises. We also have NBA, especially on Wednesdays on Astro Arena too. Just wanted to plug my own show here. Brendan, of course, when we speak about storytelling, you had one of the most incredible stories last year. Your comeback from cancer. You shared your story with Zulhadin Zanazam, one of our reporters. When you were first diagnosed, you speak to the doctors. They gave you only 6 months. I mean, to live. Can you share that story with us and your road to recovery now?
Yeah, well, it's a happy event, so I don't want to make it a somber moment. But yeah, obviously I went through testicular cancer, and it was a shock to me. You know, as sports people ourselves, we take care of ourselves, our diets, our you know, everyday training. We look after ourselves, we look after our bodies. So to find out that news is not an easy moment in my life, especially my family. We're back in Australia, so I was here by myself and had to go through everything without my family support. So yeah, went through the testicular cancer, surgery, came through the chemotherapy, and now making my way back to the pitch, and hopefully can get back on the pitch very soon.
Yeah, we miss you in the black and yellow, and of course the yellow and red as well. I'm a Selangor born boy. So you're going to come back for the national team in June?
It's yeah, difficult to say at the moment, but you know, there's always hope. You know, I'm always going to fight to be back on the field, and if the moment comes that I do well for Selangor first and lead the team well, then there's no reason why I can't make it back to Harimau.
Yeah. Going back to what Nick spoke on Malaysians supporting Malaysians, of course, come Olympic time, we've experienced that during the 2016 Olympics and of course the 2020 in Tokyo. Goling, your Olympic moments, can you recount them for us? In 2016 you won the silver, and in 2020 you dedicated your last for now, Olympic performance to your father. What was that experience like, representing the country and sharing your story with Malaysian sports fans through Astro?
I would say during the 2016 Olympics, the feeling is, I mean, you will absolutely never forget. It's like when you on the podium and you can see our national flag.
Yeah,
oh my God! Oh my God!
That excitement, yeah. Sorry to potong you.
Like when you're standing on the podium and you can see our national flag, So because of you, so the moment that I will never forget. And again, like 2020, might be my last Olympic.
Might be.
But at that time, I'm a flag bearer for the Malaysians. So it's also something that the feelings I cannot describe. Yeah, I feel like I've been so proud to be a Malaysian.
Yeah, thank you, Louis, for representing the country. Nick, with Bazli, the head of news, he's been pestering you with questions just now. That is our motto. We're everywhere. We're on the pitch. In regards to Selangor training, or Malaysian training, or the badminton courts, whether or not be it the national team or the pro team. So, are we going to have Astro Arena presence during the whole of the Sports More campaign, the sporting events as well?
Yeah, I think that's the differentiator, right? Because when you watch the Olympics, moments like that, we will never get a moment like that again, right? That's the moment. That's what people remember. The last Olympics, people remember Bazli with Azizul,
Lee Hak-wei as well.
Lee Hak-wei, who was crying after the Olympics. These are the moments that we really value, because that's our role. You know, in Bahasa, the word is peranan, right? So everyone has a responsibility in this ecosystem. The athletes do their best to train and achieve greatness in the name of the country. As media, we do our best to provide you with the entertainment, to tell the stories. And fans have their role too, fans and support. So everyone in this ecosystem have to just do their part. So our part will be to amplify the storytelling for all these athletes.
Brandon, when you're not hard at training, when you kick back, what sports do you watch the most?
It's hard to say. At the moment, it's hard to catch actually some EPL games. I love watching football. Obviously, through Ramadan, we start training at 10 p.m. now, so we can catch the early games, but we miss the late games now. So, yeah, football's the main sport that I love to watch. I actually used to play badminton back in Australia. Not to the level, obviously, but you know, I got on the court and I hit a few shuttlecocks around, but yeah, it's usually just been football for me.
Okay, so do you guys want to see Brandon Gan and Goh Luing play a mixed doubles match televised on Astro? Yes, we want to see that happen.
Oops, you started something.
Yeah. Please make that happen.
Who is our opponent?
Opponent?
Yeah.
You can choose.
Oh.
We'll do a surprise opponent.
Hopefully
Definitely
kids.
not me. Liwing, besides actively playing, you've appeared also as our pundit, as our expert or commentator. Is it something that you enjoy, and is it something that you might do after this for the upcoming Uber Cup?
Probably, because the sport that I watch, beside badminton, still badminton. Yeah, so I'm still enjoying every badminton movement off court or on court. Yeah.
I just want to add, so she's very humble, right? So when we got Liu Ying on for the Sudirman Cup, I think Sudirman Cup, was it Sudirman?
No,
Thomas Uber Cup, Thomas.
Yeah,
one of it.
Yeah,
So
one of the cup.
this was one of the first times we got Goh Liu Ying, current existing superstar player, as a TV analyst, you know, and the moment she opened her mouth in Bahasa, social media just broke, right? You remember the clips, posting up everything, social media just, everything went viral because she was explaining all the technical bits about the game and whatever. So this is again another extension of our role, right? So just to add on to what Liu Ying said, we worked with Brandon 8-9 years ago when he first came aboard. He had his own show, right? 442 Performance, a show about fitness. It's a gem for us to offer this opportunity to athletes to extend their career after this. So that's our bit of what we can give back.
We have Azlan Mubin, Elis Harun, former sepak takraw players on the roster, Faria Raza, netball as well. I remember one interview that we did post the Olympic campaign in Tokyo was the hologram interview. I think that was the first time we did that in Malaysia, Nick?
Yeah, when talking about the hologram, because we talk about innovations all the time, right? Actually, it's because of the restrictions, right? We were so worried, oh my God, we're sending a team to Tokyo, can't do this, can't do that, can't do this, we can't talk to players. But in that situation, we're forced to try something new. And so that whole hologram idea is amazing for us. Right now, everyone's asking within the team, are you going to do that hologram again? For us, and Liu Ying was there, right? So when you won, we couldn't get close, there was a proximity thing, so we sent Liu Ying back to KL. It was a superb piece of innovation from the team who tried.
It's a good experience, to be honest. Yeah.
Like Brandon wants to experience it.
Brendan's always here, so national team is here. So
Brendan, having Astro Arena's journalists, I mean, interviewing you, I think most of the time in the week, how does that compute? Is it something that the players look forward to?
To be honest, I don't think the players like it.
Badly, you hear that?
I don't think players have dealt with a lot of media, and usually the media, especially in football, is such a big sport within Malaysia. Usually it's trying to get a reaction from the player or trying to get a good story from the player. So most of the players, in my team at least, they don't like to do the media. They always push me to go and face the media, which is okay for me because being the club captain is something that is just brought on myself. So there are many hard questions and I give easy answers. So it's one way to deal with the media, but at the same time, it's something that the players all need to get used to, and something that I tell them that this can enhance your career afterwards, and also even your performance on the field. If you are confident in front of the media, you will be confident on the field. So yeah, just getting confidence within the players is something that I really would hope that they get to do.
Ahmed, Brendan's answer reminded me of our very own Tan Boon Hyung, right? Yes. So Ahmed used to be a reporter for news with Bazli's team, and now he's made the jump to be a host. He hosts NBA and whatnot.
Thanks,
and he's
Nick.
got a cool story about Tan Boon Hyung. So Tan Boon Hyung, badminton player, fastest smash in Malaysia, #1 in I forgot what year. He used to hate doing media work, right?
Yeah, I was a rookie reporter back then. I was 2010 or 2011. So Boon Hyung had just finished his training. So I asked him, Boon Hyung, interview sekejap boleh tak bang? Boleh? You tunggu sekejap 5 minit. So I waited for 5 minutes. 5 minutes became 10 minutes, 10 minutes became half an hour. So I asked the coach, where's Boon Hyung? He's already went home. So nowadays, Boon Hyung, when he sees the camera, he comes to the camera first. So that is our role. I mean,
what a big change, right?
What a big change.
He's on social media 24/7. He's on our shows. He has a weekly show. That switch really, I mean, good for us, right? From an athlete turning into a media personality.
Yeah, with Luing as well. One of the first, athletes to be eyed from media when we come for interviews during BM or now when you're outside in the pro camp. For you yourself, the experience, Luing, when media comes and they want to talk to you on not only on your performance on the court but your personal life as well before.
Not so much my personal life, but normally only during our match. To be honest, like especially when we lost our game, we are not so comfortable in front of camera, but somehow because we are blind after our game, it's like we are still thinking why we lost this game, but we normally Peng Soo will push me to camera first.
Yep. Luing, do you think badminton will give the elusive gold medal in Paris 2024?
Sorry?
So is badminton going to give Malaysia the elusive gold medal in Paris 2024?
Yes.
Yes, I like that answer. Easy answer. And Brendan is, Brendan, you know, Malaysia will qualify the World Cup soon, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Very soon.
So what is on your wish list for Brendan? What do you want to see on Astro in the future, since Ewan is here as well? Shoot away.
That's a good question, actually. I was actually talking to Nick before, and I was asking him if there was month-to-month subscriptions, 6-month subscriptions. That could be something that could be looked into. I don't know if that's in the plans, but zero, exactly zero. Exactly, there you go, there's your answer.
We love a long-term relationship. Speaking about surprises.
The best for last, right?
Among the best, among the best. We have the 2 best in the country. She's a 7-time SEA Games gold medalist, the queen of gymnastics in Southeast Asia, an Olympian as well. Farah and Abdul Hadi, give a round of applause. Yes, Farah loves surprises and suspense. Farah, apa khabar? Are you okay? Ada Farah punya fans kat sini? But it's, we're happy, we're sad as well that you've chosen to retire from the sports that you love. So Farah, what's next? The SEA Games is just around the corner.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me. So what's next for me? Now it's just Netflix. I'm just on Netflix. Right now I'm just resting. I'm actually going back to Canada with my family and now planning to have my own competition.
Oh, your own competition. Yeah. And speaking about Netflix is also on Astro. Farah, since 2011, your first SEA Games, up until the 2019 SEA Games, we've documented your journey on Astro. Are you happy with that, to have something that you will leave for your fans, a legacy on Astro Arena, on Astro, be it on the Twitter or YouTube platform?
Of course, it was always such an amazing experience for me and also for my family who couldn't travel with me, so they were able to watch on Astro, to be able to be there with me in a sense, and I was very happy that we could experience that all together, and it's nice to go back and to be able to have all the memories that I can even myself watch.
Nick, do you know that, of course you know this, Liu Ying and Farah are in the 1 million viewed video club on Twitter.
We keep track of that, yeah. So yeah, waiting for Brendan. I think Brendan had also in the million when that Vietnam game. Remember?
I think so, yeah.
So we got the 1 million club here.
So, crazy to think we have 1 million views of our athletes here on the stage, Nick. What does that translate to actually?
No, I think engagement, right? So that's the biggest part. Everyone talks about evolving, younger audience. Engagement on social media is a huge thing for us, right? Because that's one way we can get new fans and whatnot. And these guys are still really young, right? And they speak to their audiences to their own social media platforms. But we obviously use that to amplify. And like you said, whether it's their event, whether it's a soundbite, whether it's it goes crazy because it goes hand in hand, right? They're top performing athletes, but we need to do our part to sell their story, to build their profile. So, kudos. I just remembered you talking about 1 million. So
Farah, maybe you can share the video in the back. Tadi masa you kecil tadi.
Yeah, so this is my Olympics and oh no, this is SEA Games right now. So this is SEA Games start final floor exercise. Yeah, this is the individual all around finals. Yeah, I can always know which one because of the different leotards that I wear. Yeah, I think this is also individual all around final. This is the vault, so it's a Yurchenko twist. Yeah, I did quite good that day, and a very funny performance. So during the Olympic Games, usually after my floor exercise, I wave to the crowd, and there wasn't a crowd there, so you can actually see me trying to wave, and there's nobody there, so I just put my hands down. So it was really weird, awkward. I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll just wave to the camera and wave hi to my parents.
Yeah, so how does it feel, Farah, to close your chapter on your career at the highest stage of them all in the Olympics?
It's bittersweet, I would say, because I always knew that I wanted to retire at the highest level, and to retire on my own terms was very important to me. And then to be able to do it after the Olympics and to be able to close on such a high level performance, I was really proud of myself and my career. And also for me, it was a very sad moment because obviously this year with SEA Games and Asian Games and Commonwealth Games, but I felt that for me, it was really the right time because I've given everything, 110%, everything I've had, because I've been doing this for 25 years. And to be able to leave a mark for gymnastics in Malaysia and the world, I think I'm really proud of my career.
We're going to have Farah soon on Astro as an analyst, right, Nick?
Put her on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Your manager there, giving you the look there.
Sorry for asking that question. I mean, Brendan, it's a new day for the Malaysian team as well. We have Kim Pangon, our new head coach. We went to a few friendlies. We've got positive feedback. Are you excited yourself to bring into the team and play for Pangon?
Yeah, of course. It's exciting football. I think that's what Malaysian fans wanted. Instead of, the defensive style of football against these big sides, now you can see us, attacking and showing a good display of forward momentum. So, yeah, we obviously have to give him time, but at the same time, we don't really have time, right? Because the Asian qualifiers are coming up, and, we have to be on our game for these Asian Cup qualifiers. So the team has been built. The team looks very good. And hopefully, if I can get back in there sometime soon, then that will be fantastic as well.
Yep, Farah, Liu Ying and Brendan, thanks for coming here. Anything you want to say to the sports fans out there? Of course, the fans here as well. Yeah, Farah, since you came last, you kena cakap dulu.
I just want to thank you all so much because throughout my whole career and even now, the fans of the Malaysian fans have really given all their support for the athletes, for me and all the athletes, and I really thank you all so much. I know that I don't get to say thank you to each and one of you, but I really appreciate it and continue supporting, especially this year with all the games, continue supporting the Malaysia contingent. Thank you so much.
Our thanks to you, Farah. Living.
I still haven't retired. So thanks for keep supporting me and on court. I mean, I've start a new journey with new partner. So very appreciate and thanks.
Yeah, we'll be there behind you 100%, Living.
Yep. For myself, I think it's just a big general thank you. You know, Malaysian sports is a big part of the culture here, and growing up in Australia, sporting achievements and getting out there and doing your best has been sort of ingrained in myself. So to see that culture here in Malaysia as well, with athletes such on this stage is fantastic to see the support that goes out to all the athletes, and hopefully that continues throughout the years to come.
Yep, thanks, Brandon. Last but not least, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the stage.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
I'm just really grateful to be. This is not normal for me, right? These are the stars.
You're a star as well in our hearts. Okay, a quick question, guys, before we move on to the next item. This is a very important one, so think wisely, but think quick. Manchester United or Arsenal?
Arsenal.
Living? Fikir betul-betul, Living?
You just say draw. 2-2.
Manchester
United for Living. Okay, so it's a tiebreaker. Farah, kalau you pilih tim ni menang tau malam ni?
Arsenal.
So by that logic, Arsenal wins tonight 2-1. Thank you very much, Farah, Living, and Brandon. I'd like to invite back on stage and Agnes Rosario, our Director of Content, for a quick photo op. Thank you to the fans. You've made us what we are today. It's been a stupendous 2021. I'm sure we're going to have an excellent 2022 as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Ahmad, thank you very much to all our national athletes, or recently retired as well. Thank you very much. Forever a legend in our eyes, though. Forever a legend. And of course, thank you to Ewan for coming up to the stage for the 4th or 5th time. I've lost track. However, Reem, a couple of messages before we sign off for now.
Yeah, once again, if you want to test drive a BMW today, feel free, you can make a booking downstairs. Adam, you have had an experience owning a BMW for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, so...
Yeah, in fact, I bought my car here, ironically, and here we are in this location. But yeah, feel free to take part. We'll be around if there's any more questions, but just to let you know, there is a lucky draw at half-time, and you could win a signed jersey or two, so do not leave. We want you to be able to go home with a really, really, really cool prize.
And it's going to be, of course, Buka Puasa. It's going to happen very soon, so stick around for that. And yeah, just enjoy the show, enjoy the match. Good luck to both teams. May the best team win.
Yeah.
Good luck to Spurs as well.
And Harry Maguire is on the bench, if you didn't see the news. He's on the bench. Look at all the cheers. Tomiyasu back on the bench as well, by the way. Team news is out. In fact, why don't you try streaming the pre-show on Astro Go, unless it's, of course, going to be coming up here in just a while. Adam and Reem signing off for now. We're back at halftime. Enjoy yourselves.